The other thing I heard was transparency. Now, what does transparency mean? It's a big word. You'll hear a lot of candidates use big words in this election. I want to tell you what my plan is for transparency. The first thing I want to do is create a set of metrics so you understand how efficient your government is working. As an example, the police department right now takes about 10.5 minutes to respond to a Cat 1 emergency. That means somebody's kicking in your door. It will take them on an average about 10.5 minutes to show up. I want to baseline the city with those kinds of numbers because you know that number is important to you. It's scary to you, okay? And it scares me. You know, it tells me that everybody needs to be exercising their Second Amendment rights. But, you know, I get concerned about those numbers. So what I want to do is I want to take those kinds of numbers and baseline the city's performance throughout all departments. I want to work with the council to help define those metrics, and then I want to bring it out to you, the citizens, and say, does that make sense? If you read that number on every 6-month basis, will that tell you how our city's functioning? And once we develop those metrics, now we can compare them against the national standards, which is 8 minutes for a response like that. And we can look at it as citizens and say, all right, if we want to move to the national response level, let's do the analysis first. Why does it take 10.5 minutes? We're 200 square miles of the city for one. We don't have substations all over the place. But let's do the analysis, and if you're satisfied with 10.5 minutes, let's hold it to 10.5 minutes. If you want to move it to 8 minutes, this is what it's going to cost to make that happen. You need that sort of transparency in your government throughout all departments. The second thing I want to do in terms of transparency is I want to see the checkbook online. I want to see every expenditure